These are all must-have designer fragrances. I can even give you a lot more suggestions than this, but these 6 are top-notch, especially the last one, so make sure to watch till the end. First we have Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Beau, Le Parfum. This is made by Quentin Biche. If you are into fragrances, niche fragrances, you know that Quentin Biche is a master perfumer. He made a lot of exclusive and masterpiece fragrances, like a lot. This is underrated in my opinion. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but this is one of the best designer fragrances you can get right now. A lot of people are always talking about Le Male Parfum. I have it as well. I love it. Also a masterpiece. But this is very versatile. It's very tropical. It's very sweet. It's very fresh at the same time. And it also has like powderiness to it, a creamy sandalwood base. So it's woody. It has like pineapple and coconut. It has a lot of coconut, but not overwhelming. It's like perfectly well balanced. And it has iris, so it has some powdery touches to it. It's just super versatile. You can wear this all year round. It's a massive compliment getter. And the performance is great as well. This will last about 10 hours on my skin. And the projection is pretty good. And yeah, I'll just still overspray it, but like, yeah, you already see I made a big dent in this bottle already. I've worn it a lot in 2022, I guess, and last year as well, but like 2022, I've worn it a lot. Amazing fragrance, a must-have in my opinion. It's fresh and sweet, it's sexy, it's perfect for any occasion. You can wear this to the office, it's not too offensive. You can wear this on a date night. Ladies really love this one. So Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau Le Parfum, in my opinion, it's underrated, but look it up on Fragrantica. You see that it has like a 4.5 rating. It has a really high rating. A lot of people say Le Beau, the original, is better. That's more fresh, maybe even more versatile, but in my opinion, this is better. Well, better balanced. It has ambery aspects, it has tonka bean, which gives a sort of vanillic vibe to it. It's an amazing composition. So Le Beau Le Parfum, really check this one out. Next up we have Spicebomb Extreme by Victor and Rolf. As you know by now, by watching my channel or my Instagram, this is one of my favorite fragrances ever. One of the best designer fragrances ever made. It has niche quality, it has a massive peeling touch, but it's also unique at the same time. It's very spicy, it's a tobacco vanilla fragrance, but it's perfectly well blended. It's not very complex, it's pretty simple. It doesn't change too much from the top to the mid to the dry down, but it's a perfect composition. It's very sweet. It's very spicy, fresh spicy and warm spicy at the same time. The vanilla tobacco is really smooth. It's just an all-round perfect fragrance in my opinion, but this is more suited for fall and winter. Maybe early spring when it's still a little bit cold. Depends on where you live, of course. Perfect for date nights. This is a massive compliment getter. You ladies always love this one. This bottle is like a 2017 batch. It's already empty, as you can see by now. I was too lazy to walk upstairs because I have a 2015 batch upstairs, which is even stronger. My friend Kareem tested a new batch last year with an older batch, and the performance is almost the same. But I know that these, the 2017, 2015 batches, are a lot stronger, like beast mode strong. But I heard from a lot of people that the newer batches still perform very good. In my opinion, a must-have. This is just a must-have fragrance. A 10 out of 10 masterpiece, and you really need to check this one out. Don't blind buy it maybe, because it's maybe not for everyone. But in the fragrance community, a lot of people love this one. You can also check out the reviews and Fragrantica. But I think in the regular people that go to the stores and buy fragrances, it's not that popular among the regular people. But among the frag hats, yeah, it's one of the best fragrances you can get in the designer range. So Spicebomb Extreme, check this one out. Next up we have Azzaro, the most wanted Parfum. According to my girlfriend, this is one of the most sexy fragrances I have. And we have a lot, like 350 plus fragrances. So this is one of her favorites, to be honest. I have a lot of designer fragrances and I have even more niche fragrances. I'm not a niche snob because I love all the fragrances I have, but I wear mostly niche fragrances. But this is my comforting scent. I love to wear this as a scent of the morning or as a scent of the evening. I also wear it a lot to my morning shifts at work. And every time I wear this, because her nose isn't that trained, she doesn't know like, oh, he's wearing this fragrance. But every time I wear this, she always compliments me like, oh, this is so good. Which one is it? Oh yeah, it's that one. She always comes up with different names. But like I said, oh, that bottle. I was like, yeah, this is it. It's very sweet. It has bourbon vanilla, which makes it like edible. It's woody. It has some sort of powderiness to it, but it's very zesty with a ginger note. And it's a very simple note combination, but it just works. It's just sexy. It's sweet. It's not really versatile. I would say you can wear this in any occasion, in my opinion. It's not offensive. It's very mass appealing, but it also has something unique to it. It doesn't remind me of any other fragrance. Like Demos Wanted, the full black bottle, it's also very nice. It has maybe a similar vibe to it, but it's still a whole different fragrance. It's also amazing, by the way. It's also very good, but this is the best from the line. Yeah, this is a 150 ml bottle, as you can see. I already used it a lot, actually. Um, it just it just works. It's a compliment getter. It's perfectly suited for fall and winter, maybe early spring. I wouldn't wear this in the high heat, but it also has some freshness to it because of the zestiness of the ginger. And in my opinion, this is just a must-have fragrance. Go to the store, test it out yourself. I would say you can blind buy this, but yeah, test it on your own skin and see how it works. The most wanted parfum. Next up, we have Dior Homme Parfum. This is a true masterpiece fragrance. This doesn't really smell like a designer fragrance. It's more like a niche fragrance. It's amazing. It's very sophisticated. It's a gentleman fragrance. It has like a lot of iris, which makes it lipsticky, powdery. Very sophisticated with like a leather note, but a really smooth leather. It's very woody as well, a really creamy woodiness with sandalwood. It's beyond perfection. It's a true masterpiece fragrance, but it's not mass appealing. It's not suited for everyone. I wouldn't say this is a safe blind buy or anything, but it's also hard to get because officially it's discontinued, but it's not. You can get it here and there. In Europe, it's a lot more easier to get, but still you cannot really get it. So in my opinion, it's a must have. So if you can get it, like get it, but you can also get Dior Homme Intense, which is very, very similar, maybe even slightly more mass appealing, maybe even slightly more sexy. I still need to get Dior Homme Intense, to be honest, in my collection. I think it's maybe slightly even better, but it's also a lot easier to get because that's not discontinued at all. So if you go to the store, just check it out. Check if you cannot get Dior Homme Parfum, just get Dior Homme Intense because it's just perfection in a bottle. Both of them are 10 out of 10 masterpieces. Very sexy. They smell like very unique. They have that unique lipsticky vibe to it. The iris is really like a high quality note. It smells a lot more expensive than it is. This one and Dior Homme Intense are the best Dior's ever made. There's no fragrance better. Like Dior Sauvage is the best sold ever, but that's just marketing with Johnny Depp. Super mass appealing. This is not mass appealing at all, but it's very refined. So get or Dior Homme Parfum or Dior Homme Intense. Both are must-have masterpiece designer fragrances. Next up, we have Versace Dylan Blue. This is the most versatile fragrance on the list. You can wear this all year round in any occasion. It's not offensive at all. It's a massive compliment getter. It's very citrusy and ambery. It has a lot of ambroxan. It's super fresh. It has some sweetness to it. It smells like a very masculine shower gel. It smells like fresh out of the shower, fresh and clean. You can wear this to the gym, to the office, to a date night. It's a massive compliment getter. Ambroxan always works on the ladies. That's why I used ambroxan in my own fragrance. I tell you more about it in my previous video, so you can check it out. I'm not going to talk about it now, but ambroxan, it just works. Dior Sauvage has ambroxan, Creed Aventus has ambroxan. Ambroxan, it's magic. This is, in my opinion, underrated. It's made by Alberto Morillas. He's a master perfumer, and people are always talking about blah 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 Dior Sauvage, but in my opinion, this smells a lot better. It's a really good fragrance, and it's pretty cheap. I can say this is blind buy worthy because you can wear this in any occasion. So Versace Dylan Blue, one of the most versatile, most masculine, fresh fragrances you can get right now. So check this one out. Last but not least, we have Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. And as you can see, this is a 2016 batch, one of the first batches ever made. This is a masterpiece fragrance. It's my favorite designer fragrance ever made. In my opinion, Guerlain is niche because originally Guerlain was a fragrance house and later it became a designer brand. This is made by Thierry Wasser and he's one of the best perfumers like ever. It is very sweet with a beautifully well blended cherry note. The DNA from the Ideal line, they have almond, like Ideal Extreme is a masterpiece as well. It has leather, but very smooth. It has aromatic touches. There's a lot of vanilla. It has the nuttiness. It has like sort of an aromatic touch. It's just perfectly well blended. There's an incense note. It has some smokiness. I'll just put it on my skin right now. This is my third or fourth bottle I have, and I cannot get enough of this fragrance. This is very comforting, it's very sexy, it's very sophisticated, it's a must-have fragrance. I've heard from people that the newer batches are maybe weaker. I have a 2020 batch upstairs, another 2016 batch. I have this batch. These are more prominent on the cherry note. I haven't tested out the new batches. I talked to Guerlain personally. They told me it's not reformulated or anything. Sometimes newer batches are weaker because they still need that maceration. This is of course like macerated already for a long time. I bought this from a dude. It was like, I'm not sure if it was a tester bottle, but it was a steal. I bought it brand new. Yeah, it was a tester bottle, by the way. I bought this brand new for 60 euros last year. And I was so happy that I finally got another 2016 batch. This is from April 2016. That was actually the month that it got released. But I think the very first batches were February 2016. But it's beyond perfection. This smells better than I think 80 or 90% of my niche fragrances actually. It's not very strong. I think it lasts 8, maybe 10 hours on my skin. Moderate scent bubble, moderate projection. It's more intimate. It's perfect for date nights. This is very unique. Nothing smells like this. It's beyond perfection. It's a masterpiece and a must-have fragrance. I can show you the bottle here, the newer batches with the silver label and the black cap. I love these bottles more, the old school bottles. The new ones are pretty dull in my opinion, but the fragrance is still the same. Maybe the newer batches are weaker, but store them cool and dark, they will macerate, they become stronger. This is a must-have. The Ideal Extreme is a must-have as well, but like, check this one out. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. Thanks again for watching. Of course, you don't only need 6 fragrances or 6 designer fragrances. In my opinion, you need a lot more. But I think you should stop at maybe 25, 50, or else you fall down the rabbit hole and it becomes an addiction. So be careful. But I can tell you about so many more amazing fragrances. So every week I make a new full video with other fragrances and I'm going to switch it up. Designer, niche. I'm also going to talk about clones in the future, cheap recommendations. I'm also going to talk about women's fragrances, so you can get it for your girlfriend or your wife or your lover or your date or whatever, but also for the ladies. The ladies can also watch my opinion about ladies fragrances, because I have a lot of unisex fragrances that are perfect for women, and my girlfriend also has a good collection. So I think I can talk about around 100 fragrances that are perfect for women. So check out my channel, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. I will reply on every comment. Let me know what's your scent of the day. My scent of the day is Nishani Ani. I first went for Nishani Ani X, and then after work I went for Nishani Ani. Both are masterpieces, so amazing fragrances. Yeah, check out my own fragrance, by the way. If you haven't seen my previous video, I talk about it. This is Oblivion. I made it together with Soma Parfums. It's a 300 bottle limited edition. It's available from the UK, worldwide shipping, very fair price, £135 with a 10% discount code. All the links and everything is in the description. Super mass appealing, unique at the same time, very sexy. A lot more reviewers are going to talk about it soon. So wait for that. Check out my previous video. And yes, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Let me know what your scent of the day is. Give me suggestions. Give me feedback. I'll reply on every comment. And I'll see you next week with another full video. Thanks for watching. You may overspray. Namaste. Oh, by the way, I forgot. ScentSplit bought 6 bottles. So my own fragrance will be at ScentSplit soon for the people in the USA. So they're going to decant it, and they're also going to sell full bottles. So if you want to get a decant, you can get it from ScentSplit soon.